Good morning, children. Welcome back to the next session of our SS class. Are you all fine? I hope so. You all are keeping fine. So, let us move to our lessons. Do you remember what we have discussed in last class? Do you remember? Somebody have to say the answer. Yes or no? Yes. About what we have discussed? Very good. We were discussing about the state and union territories. Isn't it? Last class we discussed about the state and union territories. Then there is a slight change in that what we have discussed in the previous class. Because always updations are coming, new decisions from the government side forced it to change. Due to government decisions, some changes are there. That's a recent update. Then last class we have discussed based on the textbook. So now recently some updations came in the number of states and union territories. That is what I'm going to say now. Don't be confused. Your textbook given 29 states and 7 union territories. But now what I am going to say is there are only 28 states and 8 union territories. How it happened? That is what I will explain you first. Listen carefully, okay? Don't look here and there. Don't be confused. Listen carefully. Okay? Yeah, 2019, October 31st, government passed a new law or government passed a new order. On the basis of that order, Jammu Kashmir, the northern state of India, lost its state power and it is divided into two. One side is known as Jammu Kashmir and the other side is Ladakh. And this became a part of union territories. Jammu Kashmir is not a state now. It is divided to Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, and those two became a part of union territories. In the same way, 2020 January, government passed another order. Based on that order, our union territory, Daman Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli joined together. Before that was 2, now it became 1. So, number of union territories less. So, now what happened? Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh came in the list of union territories, and from the state list, one name gone. Jammu Kashmir is gone. So, at present, India has only 28 states and 8 union territories. Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh 2, and what I said, Daman Diu and Dadra Haveli joined together. They became 1. So now at present, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Don't be confused. That is why this one I didn't mention in the last class. Okay, sometimes not all, some maybe get confused, saying something in the textbook and ma'am is saying another thing. So don't be confused. That is why I didn't discuss that one in the previous class. Now it is clear now, due to new order from the government. That much is enough. Due to new order from the government, this is what is the present situation of India now. 28 states and 8 union territories. Is it clear? Any confusion? Any confusion? How many states are there in India? 28 or 29? Yeah, very good. 28 states. How many union territories? 7 or 8? 8. Okay? Yeah. Now let us move to the today's topic, that is national symbols. National symbols. What's the meaning of symbol? Symbol words. What's the meaning of symbol? Symbol words we can say it's a sign. It's a sign. Or it's a mark or a sign. So you look here. This is the picture of your school emblem. School emblem. Where can you see this one? It is printed in your school diary or in the belt also it is there. Have you ever thought why it is printed there? Why our school's emblem is printed on your school diary and belt? Any idea? Any idea? Why it is printed so? No idea. No idea is very easy to say. You just think why it is printed there. Yeah, very good. The emblem describes something about your school. The emblem describes more about your school, or it says something about your school. Yes or no? Yes. Your diary, the emblem is there, and on the belt also it is there. That emblem says something more about your school, or it describes the school. So in such a way, our nation also has got many symbols. That emblem is our school's symbol. Like that, our nation also has many symbols. We know our nation through these symbols. These symbols are something special to our nation. We recognize our country through these symbols. Understood? The national symbols are something special to our nation. Something special. They wanted to, or they are saying something to us about our nation. Each national symbol says something to us. We recognize our nation through these symbols. Understood? So let us examine one by one. Are you ready? Ready? Yeah, yes. Listen here very carefully. Okay, listen here. Don't look here and there and talk. Listen carefully. First one. Can you say which are the national symbols? You might have heard it before and also. Let me hear from you. Which are the national symbols you know? Very good. You know about a national animal. Very good. Which is our national animal? Tiger. Very good. Next. National bird. Very good. Which is our national bird? Peacock. Then, national fruit. Which one? Mango or banana? Which one is your national fruit? Mango or banana? Yeah, you are sure it is mango. Isn't it? You are sure it is mango. Again, national fruit you said, national animal you said, national bird you said. Again, national tree. What is it? What is it? Banyan tree. One of the mighty tree. Banyan tree. Very good. So let us discuss one by one in detail. And each symbol has a meaning. Our nation has got many symbols and each symbol has its own meaning. So first let us take our national flag. National flag. National flag. All of us have seen our national flag, isn't it? National holidays, important days like Independence Day and Republic Day, our national flag is hoisted, isn't it? Hoisting outside. How many colors are there in our national flag? How many colors are there? These all things I need not say because you know all those things. So answer you should say. How many colors are there? Very good. 3 colors. Isn't it? Which are the 3 colors? Top. Which color is there on top? Saffron. Isn't it? Very good. Again, middle, which color? Middle. White color. Very good. Then, bottom or down? What color? Green color. Very good. These are the 3 colors of our national flag. Up, saffron, middle, white, and down, green. Isn't it? Yes or no? Ah, yes. In the center, one more thing is there. One round thing is there. What is it? Blue color, one thing you can see in the middle of our national flag. What is it? What is it? What is it? Nothing is there. You do not know that one. Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka Chakra with 24 spokes. One round thing is there in the middle. That is known as Ashoka Chakra. That has 24 spokes like this. Upside saffron color, middle white color, bottom green color, and in the middle of that white color, there is a blue chakra called Ashoka Chakra that has 24 spokes. Is it clear? No need to explain. You have seen our national flag, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, we all of us have seen our national flags. And next time, you have to check all those things. Then each color has a meaning. What's the meaning of this saffron color? Saffron color stands for what? Courage and sacrifice. Saffron, courage and sacrifice. Courage and sacrifice. You have to copy down in your notebook, okay? Saffron color stands for courage and sacrifice. Next, which color? White color. White color stands for truth and peace. Truth and peace. Each color has a meaning. Saffron color stands for courage and sacrifice. White color stands for truth and peace. Then which color is left now? Green color. Green color stands for what? Green color stands for fertility and success. Fertility and success. See, our national flag has 3 color bands. Top is saffron, middle white, and bottom is green. Each color has a meaning. The meaning of saffron color is courage and sacrifice. Indians are very courageous and they are ready to sacrifice their life for their country. Indians are very courageous and they love their country very much. They are ready to sacrifice their life. Again, in truth and peace, you know, truth, honest. Indians are honest and they love peace. They don't want to trouble anyone else. Or they don't want to create problem with the other neighboring countries or anyone else. They love truth and peace. And next, fertility and success. Indians want success in all the fields. That is the meaning of these 3 colors. Okay. Now, next one is what? National flag after. National flag after what is the next one? National emblem. National flag color and its meaning you have to copy down in your notebook, okay? Not only simply copy down, you have to learn also. You have to copy down the color and its meaning and study. Understood? Yes or no? Yes. Next one is national emblem. National emblem. Have you seen this picture anywhere? Here is a picture. Have you seen this picture anywhere? You just remember anywhere. Have you seen this picture? No, you have not seen. I said saying no is very easy. Don't say no, 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 no. It is very familiar to you. You just think where have you seen this picture? Somebody? Yeah, very good. It is on the top of our coins. Very good. That is what I said. If you think, you will get it. You have seen it in many places. Yes, very good. It is on the top of coin and rupee notes. Indian rupees everywhere we can see this symbol, and on the coins also we can see this symbol. And again, where can we see this symbol? Again, where can we see this? Again, we can see all the government documents on top of all government documents also. And do you know what is the name of our national emblem? It can be seen on top of coins and rupees, and on government documents also it can be seen. Then, do you know what is the name of our national emblem? The name of our national emblem is lion capital. Lion capital. This is the name of our national emblem. You see here, lion is there. So, it is named as lion capital. And from where that picture is taken? That picture is taken from Saranath pillar. And Saranath pillar, and was made by Emperor Ashoka. That picture is taken from Saranath pillar inscriptions, and it was made by Emperor Ashoka. Ashoka was a famous king. You will study in the higher class and all about Ashoka. You will study. Now you just remember this one. The lion capital is our national emblem. It is taken from the Saranath pillar inscription, and it is made by Emperor Ashoka. Okay, who made it? Emperor Ashoka. What is the name of it? Lion capital. Then, what are the special features of this lion capital? Listen here, don't look here and there, don't move away from there. Listen quietly. See, it has 4 lions standing back to back. See this picture. 4 lions standing back to back. How many lions are there? 4 lions standing back to back. And the lion stands for courage and confidence. 4 lions are standing back to back, and lion is the symbol of courage and confidence. We know lion is the king of animals. So he is very courageous and he is very confident. So like that, these 4 lions are the symbol of courage and confidence. Again, some more animals we can see in our national emblem. Which are the other animals? There is a bull, a horse, and an elephant, and a lion with wheels. Bull, elephant, horse, and a lion with wheels. Again, where are they standing? They all are standing on a lotus. You imagine how great that our emblem is. 4 lions. 4 lions are already how are they faced? Back to back. 4 lions. Again, 1 more lion, 1 more bull, horse, and an elephant. They all are stand on a lotus. Have you stand on a lotus? You can see this one very clearly here. How many animals are there? You count. Okay, you count how many animals are there. How many lions are there? Bull, elephant, horse. All this one you have to count. Is it clear? This is a great picture which is taken from Saranath pillar inscription. Understood? And already I said this can be seen in Indian coins and rupees and all the government documents. Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Then next one is this one you have to copy, okay? National flag, colors and meaning, national emblem, its name and things. And next what is there? National flag and national emblem is over. Now, which is the next symbol? National anthem. National anthem. That you know. Somebody is telling. Very good. Very good, very good. National anthem. Janaganamana is our national anthem. Very good. You said it. Very good. Every day we used to sing that tune in our school. Isn't it? Why do we sing that tune in our school every day? Have you ever thought of? Every day evening national anthem is singing in our school. Why? Why do we so? Why do we do so? Or why it is singing in the school? To show respect to our country. By singing the national anthem, we are showing respect to our country. National anthem is Jana Gana Mana. Jana Gana Mana. Why do we sing? I said to show respect to our country. To show respect to our country. Respect to our country. Okay. Then who wrote this one? Who wrote this Jana Gana Mana? Any idea? No problem. It is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore wrote this Jana Gana Mana, our national anthem. Okay, don't forget, Jana Gana Mana is our national anthem. It is written by Rabindranath Tagore and we sing it to show our respect to our country. To show respect to our country. All these things has to be there in your notebook, okay? That's why I'm saying slowly, you have to copy down. And next one is national song. National anthem is over. And next one is national song. You just listen to the song.
Vande Mataram Sujalam Sukhalam.
Yeah, this is the song of Vande Mataram. You have heard it before. So Vande Mataram is our national song. Very nice song now. Yes or no? Yes, how beautifully they are singing. You listen. Very beautiful song. Vande Mataram. This is our national song. Then it is written by who wrote? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. National anthem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. National song is written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Very nice song now. Did you enjoy? Enjoyed or not? Very good. How nicely they were singing. Beautiful voice, no? Very good. See? National anthem, national song. Now next one is what? National bird. You said it before. Isn't it? Peacock. We know peacock is a very wonderful bird. Beautiful bird. Next one is national bird. National bird. Peacock. Have you seen peacock? Have you seen peacock? Nowadays peacocks used to visit our area also. Before it was not there in our area, but here and there we can see peacock in our area also now. Is it a beautiful bird? Is it a beautiful bird? Yes or no? Yes, it's a very beautiful bird. It stands for beauty and love. Peacock stands for beauty and love. Beauty and love. Okay. Now next one is national animal. National animal. That also you said it before. What is it? Tiger. Do you like tiger? Do you like? Do you like tiger? We can. That is also very beautiful with the golden color and black stripes and all. Very nice to see. but at the same time, very dangerous also. Do you like to play with the tiger? Anybody have the courage to play with tiger? Huh? No. We are afraid to go even in front of a tiger. Isn't it? Yeah. It's very nice to see, but very dangerous. Yes or no? Yes. So this tiger stands for strength and courage. Strength. Tiger is very strong. Strength and courage. Peacock stands for beauty and love. Tiger stands for strength and courage. Now next, national flower. Very good. National flower is lotus. National flower is lotus. You know that one. Very good. Lotus stands for knowledge and pure mind and heart. Knowledge, pure mind and heart. Pure mind and heart. National bird stands for beauty and love. National animal stands for strength and courage. National flower stands for knowledge, pure mind and heart. Okay. What happened there? Somebody is talking. What are you talking about? Are you talking about tiger? Listen here, okay? Now, don't make any disturbances. Listen here properly, okay? National flower. Now, next one is what? National fruit. That also you said it before. National fruit. National fruit, do you know? Do you like mango? Is there no? Yes, mango is our national fruit. And mango is the king of all fruits. Very tasty fruit. Now mango season is over. On the season, many varieties of mangoes are available. Very tasty fruit. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yeah, yes, it is very tasty fruit, mango. That mango is our national fruit. Mango is also known as the king of fruits. Okay. And next one is what? National tree. Mango is the king of fruits. Next, national tree. Do you know which is our national tree? It is banyan tree. It is banyan tree. What is the specialty of banyan tree? Yeah, it's a very huge tree with many branches and very big tree. So many birds and insects can make their nest, or this tree gives shelter for many birds and animals. Many birds and animals. Can you say some animals live on trees? Squirrels. Isn't it? Many birds. Like that, many birds and animals can take shelter in this tree. Again, I told it is a very big tree with many branches. So that branches or that tree again providing shelter for these animals and birds, again protect us from heat. Very big tree with many branches spreading a large area. So that tree is providing or protecting us from, not providing, protecting us from heat. Okay. Yes. And now these all are our national symbols. Here is one picture, all the national symbols picture is there. National bird, national animal, national flower, national flag, national emblem, we can see. All the pictures are there in one chart. Okay. Understood? Yeah, we discussed what all national symbols we have discussed. All those symbols pictures are there here in one chart. Okay? Yeah, yes. So, keep it in mind. What is the importance of symbols? What are the symbols? And what these symbols says us. Okay? Now, with this, our chapter is over. Fifth block is over. So, I think the textbook PI questions and workbook questions are very simple. Without the help of anyone, you can do. Without the help of anyone, you can do it yourself. Very simple. This workbook you see, what is the questions there? What is the question? What question is there in the workbook? Read. What's the question? S2 and S1 and S2 you have completed. Now only S3 and S4 remaining. What is it? You have to draw one picture. Any one national symbols picture and color it. It's very easy for you to do. So do it, and the work and the textbook PI questions also very simple. All the answers are there in the content book. You read, go through that content book, then you will get all the answers and copy down all the answers in your notebook. Okay? And always I used to say, not only copying the answers and keeping it somewhere, you have to study. Next class, after asking the question only I will start. Don't think that ma'am will not ask. I will ask. I will call you. Everyone personally I will call and ask the questions. I should get answer. Notebook, workbook, everything you have to complete and keep it ready. Whenever I will get time, I will call you. That time, I should get the answer. Don't say, ma'am, half only have completed, I didn't do, I didn't see. Such a kind of answers you don't say. Whenever I will get time, maybe by evening or morning or afternoon, whenever I will get time, I will call. So be ready to give answer to my question. Okay? After watching the class, that day itself you have to complete all those works. And what I said is correct now. These answers no need to give. These all answers are very simple. So try to complete. And fifth block is over. Everything keep ready and try to give answers. Okay? Ready now? Ready? Yeah, I know. You all are very good children. You are ready. So, very good. So, we will be meeting again with our next block. So, till then, take care. Bye-bye. Stay safely at home. Obey your parents. Be good children. Okay?